Salute. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you very much. This Wednesday, December 15th, 2021, just ahead of 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to get into, the NBA's latest ritual, paying homage to the three-point record. Stephen Curry breaking the previous record, in great ritual fashion. So we're gonna focus on what happened yesterday. Talk a little bit about it. React to a video. The good thing about this is a lot of people, they usually are on top of these riddles. They put out a bunch of different content. You definitely want to filter out the solid videos from from garbage. But we're gonna react to a couple of videos, from people just putting out some information on their own, observations, and we'll check out exactly what yesterday's ritual was about. Add our own little twist, do a little reaction as well, but at the same time, bring you guys some fresh perspective, and sometimes it's beneficial to have observations from multiple people, as well as putting your own positive spin on it. So if you're in here, click that like button. Appreciate it. That helps the video get out to new people. So definitely click that like button. Don't be a bum. The like button is free. Once the video goes up, tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, man, let's get into it. So yesterday we had the 3-point record looming for a couple of days. Obviously, we knew at some point Stephen Curry was gonna break it, but we, a lot of people were throwing it up in the air about which specific game it was gonna happen. So we're gonna get into this first video, and we'll see exactly what this person was able to observe when it comes specifically to this NBA ritual. So hopefully you guys appreciate it, and yeah, man. On that note, we're gonna get right into it, not waste no time. Salute to everybody for joining us. Click that like button. And yeah, man, let's get into it right now. Appreciate everybody for joining us. And the video is, the mic might bother you guys. I don't know what specific mic this person is using, but it kind of like shorts in and out. So just bear with the audio, but definitely some solid information in this. So yeah, let's take a listen and see what they had to say. For those of you not familiar with Kayla, she does have her own channel, and this is just one of the videos that we're gonna react to today. So salute to Kayla, and let's check it out, man.
Alright, hey everyone. So if you're not aware of Golden State Warriors player Stephen Curry, tonight, December 14th, 2021, he played against the New York Knicks and
by the way, if you're not aware of who Stephen Curry is, I don't know where you've been living, under a rock or on another planet, but he's arguably, if not the biggest superstar, but top 5 superstars, probably top 3 is more accurate, NBA superstars in the world. So, yeah, wake up. They love to do rituals around their superstars. LeBron, Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving, especially big superstars.
Became the all-time leader of three-pointers, surpassing Ray Allen, who Ray Allen was also in attendance along with Reggie Miller, the 2 previous top leaders of three-pointers in the NBA.
And how funny is that on the night that Steph Curry actually breaks the record, not only do you have Ray Allen at the game, which is not weird because usually leading up to a record about to be broken, they usually have the person who held the previous record, attend like a couple of games or whatever the case may be. So that's not weird. But what was like the sugar, what was like the icing on the cake was that Reggie Miller was actually commentating the game. So he was actually involved in the telecast, which I found to be so funny. Reggie Miller, who's basically made his career off of breaking New York Knicks fans' backs, he definitely was a key arch rival at the Garden, and made his bones destroying the New York crowd and the New York Knicks. So it definitely was, quite the irony to have Reggie Miller commentating the game as well as already having Ray Allen in the crowd.
So clearly a night set up for Stephen Curry to, become the leader and put down this show, this scripted. All it is just rituals by the numbers that the Jesuits and the people in control love to put out and make people believe in. People worship and idol these people. It's insane. But I'm just here to expose just how scripted it was by the numbers that, we often see. So here, just to take a look at the game, the total points of the game was 201 points. And we're talking about 3-point field goals. Well, the 3-point field goal that was made by Ray Allen that made him the all-time leader was on February 10th, 2011. The date that can be written 10/2, like the day before the month, written like most countries, right? So 3-point field goal in Gematria equates to 201 and 102. Again, tonight there was a total of 201 points. Ray Allen had set the record on 10/2 in 2011. Ray Allen's full.
And just to speak a little bit more when it comes to numerology, so obviously both numbers 201 and 102 have numerology of the number 3. 0 has no value, so 2 plus 0 plus 1 equals 3, 1 plus 0 plus 2 equals 3, and we're talking about a 3-point record, the 3-point shot, which pretty much revolutionized the game, changed the game, or whatever the case may be. So, more and more coincidental irony going on when in reference to this specific record. And also, as you guys can see, I got the sage going. Whenever you talk about these rituals, man, I'm a big believer. There's a lot of dark energies around, these rituals that actually go on in the NBA. So I got the positive vibes going over here. You definitely got to keep the positive vibes. So I got the positive energy flowing. Because whenever we're talking about this dark magic, we got to keep it, balanced or more positive than negative. So.
Name Walter Ray Allen Jr. also equates to 102. And his birth date numerology, 7 plus 20 plus 75, July 7th of 1975, equaled 102.
Yeah.
And tonight, Stephen Curry makes this history against what used to be called the New York Knickerbockers, 102. And it's funny how in the media, Golden State Warriors tweeted out history about Stephen Curry, but the way that they write history is with a 3 instead of an O, and that also equates to 102. And let's not forget with that 102 word, or slavery equals 102, just like the N-word 102, a number we often see stamped on Black people, and do recognize that the N-word equates to 30, and so does slavery, and Stephen Curry equals, or not Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry wears the number 30. And since we're talking about all these 201s, what it all comes back to is the Jesuit Order 201. So, clearly just stamping their number and everything that's highly recognized like this is a 201 ritual. So, going back to Ray Allen, his birthday is July 20th of 1975. And that is the 201st day of the year. So, what a guy to have held that record for the 3-point field goal, who has the 201st day of the year birthday. But do recall, too, he used to play for the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA title on July 20th this year, which would have been Ray Allen's birthday. And then you had the other Bucks who just won the Super Bowl, Tampa Bay Bucks, and they were at the White House on July 20th, the same day that the Milwaukee Bucks win.
And that was very interesting. There were some key things that was pointed out about that on the day of an NBA Finals game with the winner, the eventual champion Milwaukee Bucks, could have ended the Phoenix Suns season. Found it very ironic that the current NFL champions were visiting the White House, and they had the same pretty much mascot name, the Bucks and the Buccaneers, obviously. So very, very key observation that was pointed out at the, during the NBA Finals about this. A lot of people thought that this series was going to go 7 between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. A lot of people thought that the Phoenix Suns would actually come back to defeat the Milwaukee Bucks, but those with a little bit more head on their shoulders, as well as a little bit more experience in this work, found it far, far too coincidental that on the same day the Milwaukee Bucks can win the NBA championship. Not only was it on Ray Allen's birthday, a very highly celebrated Milwaukee Buck, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were celebrating their most recent championship visiting the White House. Okay, so all these things happen specifically for a reason. Time and time again, very, very symbolic rituals that happen. So let's get into it.
I mean, it's all just set up to be the way it is. But SportsCenter, of course, they take this photo to capture the moment and make people emotional and like really give it, it's just, people believe so much. But I mean, just here clearly, like they're just mocking you in this picture. Ray Allen, whenever he surpassed Reggie Miller, and now you got Curry passing Allen. I mean, same photo, just different day, right? But one thing I do want to point out, whenever Curry did surpass Allen tonight, the score was 9-10, but he made it 12-10, totaling 22 points. Like basketball equals 22, Knicks equals 22. Even the word king equals 22. And, they're kind of calling him the king of threes now. And then here he had a total of 22 points tonight. So what are the odds there? And then I just kind of documented some things that Ray Allen had to say about Curry, pretty much just putting out the narrative that he's deserving and, worked hard to get here. Whenever we know that.
Also, just speaking in reference to the number 22 as well, 22 is a master number, very highly symbolic number in Masonry. And, it connects directly with the sport of basketball. So definitely a very key number, not by accident that they use that. And also, speaking about like Reggie Miller and Stephen Curry and Ray Allen, there is a deeper connection. We're going to get into it. But, we're just going to fast forward like a few seconds, and then we'll jump right back into the video.
With them and shooting with them. And, I mean, what if, the NBA setting records. I mean, it sounds like a perfect script, right? But here I also want to point out he only needed one three-pointer to tie Ray Allen tonight, and he did that, making the score 5-2. And this 52 is really important when it comes to three-pointers, something that I noticed just doing this research the past couple days, because we all knew this day was coming and it would be a big one, right? Well, I mean, if you know Gematria, you're really aware of this stuff. So he makes the score 5-2, a lot like 52, like Ray Allen's name, Walter Allen Jr., 52. And one other thing that Ray Allen's like really known for is in the NBA Finals Game 6, he sunk a three-pointer, tying the game, which eventually led to win the game. But after he did that, there was only 5.2 seconds left on the clock. So I found that really interesting because connecting everything here, 239 is the 50-second prime number. And 239 is important because in the NBA, the arc radius of the three-pointer is 23 feet 9 inches from the goal, like 239. And three-point record equals 239. Reginald Miller, 239. Even the team he used to play for, Pacers, equals 239 in a Jewish cipher. And, of course, Curry just played the Pacers on the road to get here to surpass Ray Allen, who his next game is going to be against the Boston Celtics, who Ray Allen played pretty much the team that Ray Allen's known for playing for. What a week for Curry. But the 239, and how that's the arc radius, and how it kind of just falls back to Ray Allen and the 5.2 seconds left on the clock, and his name equaling 52, and Curry making the score 5-2, tying Ray Allen on that shot. I mean, what a tribute to Ray Allen right there. But to go a little further, another thing that's getting attention is Pete Davidson, because he was at this game tonight in a bright pink sweater with Michael Jackson's face on it. And people are just kind of calling it a photo bomb because he stands out right after Curry gets his 3-point shot, and all the pictures that's, you can clearly, Pete Davidson sticks out. So, I mean, this took me just a couple minutes to figure out, like, Pete Davidson, he's been in the media a lot lately and such, but at this game, there had to be some reasoning. And Pete Davidson, okay, his last name being Davidson, and Curry went to the college Davidson. And what's funny, or, just something, to make everything seem so coincidental, in this article somebody writes, I can't figure out if Davidson knew what he was doing wearing a pink shirt courtside to Curry's historical night, or if he just shows up and does what he wants. Either way, I'm here for this. What a moment. What a photobomb. So, I mean, right here, I'm just going to point out he clearly wasn't here by accident. He was given this sweatshirt and, told to be here courtside in this position, right? So his birthday, November 16th. If you ran today to his upcoming birthday of next year, it's exactly 337 days away. And Pete Davidson's full name, Peter Michael Davidson, equals 337. Just like how many days it is away from his birthday. What are the odds? 337 is the 68th prime number, like basketball equals 68, career record equals 68, mathematics equals 68. All this has something to do with Curry because, mathematics is huge in his career, in his scripted career, and I can go on and on because, his birthday is pi, like 3.14, March 14th. A lot of rituals go on with him in mathematics, and on February 27th, he set a record, which I don't even want to go there right now. But anyways, so just taking Pete Davidson, and he was wearing a Michael Jackson sweater. I want to point out that...
And this is probably the piece that ties it together, so salute to Kayla for connectedness. But this is why, it's kind of symbolic with the Michael Jackson, bright pink hoodie. This is kind of why it makes sense.
Del Curry's birthday is the same day that Michael Jackson died, just a different year, June 25th. But looking at the year and day that Michael Jackson died is the same day that Curry was drafted into the NBA by the Warriors, June 25th, 2009. So, just a clear tribute to where, Stephen Curry is today, from Davidson College to the Golden State Warriors on that particular day that Michael Jackson died. So that is exactly why Pete Davidson is wearing a Michael Jackson hoodie, because he's representing the college he came from and the day that he got into the NBA. It's pretty sick. Nobody else is going to get this. This is important for people to realize what kind of rituals they do. But either way, if you take June 25th of this year, the anniversary date of him being in the NBA and Jackson dying, or Del Curry's birthday to today, is 172 days later, just like Stephen Curry equates to 172. So clearly nothing more but just scripted athletic actors, athletic actors going by the script that they're told. And, and just proof too for celebrities doing what they're told to, because they're nothing but Jesuit puppets doing everything, by the Jesuit order. So I'll leave it there. See ya.
salute to her on this video. Definitely some great observations and connections that she made, connecting this specific ritual and why it happened. Just down to the detail of the people that were courtside, and just everything going on that they're talking about. So just speaking about a couple of different other observations that were made. So a lot of people were on Stephen Curry to possibly break the record in their next game, because next game, the Golden State Warriors are playing the Boston Celtics. Arguably the most famous team that Ray Allen has played for. He's definitely well recognized for being a Milwaukee Buck as well as a Seattle Supersonic, but as well as a Boston Celtics. So he definitely has a bunch of highlights in his career, but people thought it would have been way more ritualistic for Curry to break the record at Boston. But as you guys can see, connecting all the things that Kayla did, as well as other key observations, it definitely made sense for him to break the record. Yesterday, 12/14, December 14th, also in numerology, that could be looked at as Stephen Curry's birthday. He's got the 3/14 birthday. Obviously, in numerology, December being the 12th month, 1 plus 2 equals 3, and on the 14th day of that month. So it could be another way you just look at his birthday, 3/14, 12/14, bring it together with the numerology, and the perfect day to break the record. But just from some more connections, as you guys can see, Steph Curry. So with the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA draft, the Warriors selected Steph Curry in front of Madison Square Garden crowd. So for those of you not familiar, the NBA draft is often held at Madison Square Garden. So this was the day his NBA career started, the day that he was drafted in front of the Madison Square Garden crowd at MSG, home of the New York Knicks, one pick prior to the New York Knicks selecting. They had the 8th pick in the draft that year, and obviously the Golden State Warriors drafted Curry with the 7th pick. So it was, obviously it says right here, the Knicks, who had the 8th pick, famously missed out on the Davidson Star. But there's obviously it was an even crazier layer to it. Just noticing that the NBA draft is often held at Madison Square Garden. At least it was for a good amount of years, and that was actually where it was being held the day that Stephen Curry was drafted, one pick prior to the New York Knicks, but definitely drafted at the home of the New York Knicks, the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. And just for another connection with Reggie Miller, as you guys can see, I highlighted right here. Reggie Miller was selected in the first round, 11th overall pick, and Reggie Miller is well known for destroying the New York Knicks, putting up some of the biggest games at Madison Square Garden against the New York Knicks, for breaking the hearts of all New York Knicks fans. But obviously that 111 connection, as you guys can see, who studies gematria, New York has a direct connection with the number 111, 111, New York equaling 111. Obviously, Reggie Miller was drafted by the Indiana Pacers, but he was taken in the first round, the 11th pick, just like the number 111, and also became known as, quote-unquote, the Knicks killer, with that direct connection to the 111. Also, we have Ray Allen right here. Ray Allen was drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, but he was included in a trade that sent him to the Milwaukee Bucks for the rights to Stephon Marbury. Now, for those of you not familiar with Stephon Marbury is a New York City legend. He definitely was a part of the New York Knicks. Back when I guess they were a little bit more prolific. Probably one of the best point guards to ever play on the New York Knicks, and definitely grew up in New York. I believe he's a Coney Island native. So Stephon Marbury, there we go, a connection directly with Ray Allen being part of this trade that sent him from Minnesota to the Milwaukee Bucks for the New York City, legend Stephon Marbury. As you guys can see, he was born February 20th in New York. February 20th in numerology looks like, well, not numerology, but February 20th can be written out 2/20, like the number 220. In numerology, 0 has no value. So going back to that number 22, Stephon Marbury has the perfect birthday for basketball, right? Because as we know, as Kayla just pointed out, basketball equaling 22 and the purest cipher, 22 being a master number in masonry and numerology. So definitely has the perfect birthday to play basketball and be a NBA superstar, which is exactly what he was. So just further connections between Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, and Stephen Curry, and also we wanted to just dive a little bit deeper to this actual ritual that happened, because it is a record, and it is important. The game of basketball is changing, and it has changed over the last 10 years. Teams now are taking the three-point shot at an even higher click. You have 7-foot centers who don't even play on the box. They just sit at the three-point line and shoot up three-pointers. So I thought it was very, very interesting and very important to point out this new Stephen Curry ritual that we all witnessed, that happened right in front of our eyes. So salute to all the people awake. Salute to the entire community. Hope you guys appreciated this video. Salute to Kayla for putting together a solid video on this specific Curry ritual that happened yesterday. And I don't want to make it too long. We definitely could check out another video, besides that one. Let's see, because I know there's other videos out there. I want to react to one more. We could check out one more video, see what the gentleman Zach had to say about it. Just speak about it for a couple of minutes.
Record for most three-pointers made in the league.
Oh, also, before we get into this video, so I wanted to show you guys as well. So besides the fact that everything going on with this, with Steph Curry breaking the video, and again, for those of you not familiar with our community, the link will be in the description for you to become a part of our Patreon community. Also, the link is above. The link is up there. You guys could just copy that or look for it at patreon.com. But so on the eve of Stephen Curry becoming a new three-point leader, right? It just seems like they're more concerned with his parents than actually Steph Curry. So as you guys can see, TMZ is reporting Del Curry and Sonia Curry sit in opposite sections for Steph's record-breaking night. So on the night that Steph Curry breaks the three-point record to become the all-time leader, TMZ thought it was important to just point out and report on the fact that Del and Sonia Curry, who just recently went through a divorce, were sitting in opposite sections of the arena last night. So, more mockery, just more rituals happening right in front of our eyes. And just obviously on a big night like this, they have to show the separation of a black family, more broken homes, and, obviously allegations of cheating and infidelity and all that other stuff. So TMZ loves sensationalizing, powerful black athletes. Definitely whenever there's a positive, they bring forth an absolute negative right to the forefront as well. So on the eve of breaking the record, this is what we have in the news, talking about the separation of Stephen Curry's parents for a broken home. Another broken home in a black family. So I thought that was very, very interesting and funny. And also, once again, going back to that slavery and just black history, number connections that they have is just ridiculous. So, but before we get out of here, we'll check out a little bit of Zach's video as well, see what he had to say. And, let's check it out.
Passing Ray Allen. And what's interesting about this shots record is that it came on the anniversary of the Sandy Hook school shooting, and also what's now the anniversary of the first COVID-19 shot in the history of the world. And, of course, that was last year on December 14th, and they said the first person to get the COVID shot was Sandy. And, again, people will think this is a coincidence, but it is not. It's because the Jesuit cabal is scripting this all, and it's true mockery. The sports are what distract people from seeing what's really going on in the nation and who's running the show. Keep in mind, this is a three-point shot record, and right now they're telling you to get your third booster shot. And this happened in New York, the first city to pass such harsh mandates for the vaccine, which was done on the 201st day of the Ignatian year, after Event 201, the coronavirus pandemic simulation was done in New York. And, of course, Steph Curry, not long ago in 2017, signed the record $201 million contract which is a huge number of the Jesuit cabal. Last night in the game, the record-setting game, there were 201 points scored. But as I always show, professional sports are a father-son affair, and of course, Steph Curry's father played in the league, and of course, last night's ritual was synced with his father. Just like when Klay Thompson set the NBA record with 14 three-pointers made in a game, Steph Curry's teammate, it was synced up with his father, Michael Thompson, who played in the NBA. And to show you how perfect this is, from Steph Curry's father's birthday, June 25th, to the record yesterday, December 14th, was 172 days later. And notice, Stephen Curry equals 172, as does the Jesuit motto ad merum de gloriam, 172. And it should remind you of Michael Jordan, whose birthday is 17/2. And remember, the year that Jordan set the win record at 72 games, his 73rd game of that season was against Del Curry, the father of Steph Curry. Years later, Steph Curry would set the win record at 73 against the Chicago Bulls. And of course, Steph Curry's birthday is the 73rd day of the year. Part of the reason we had him pegged the other night to fall to 7-3 away and 21-5 for the season in the 215 area code Philadelphia. And if you watch that game, you know, the 76ers were down by quite a bit, and then they rallied to tie it up 73-73, and then they took the lead for the first time in a while, scoring the 76th points of the game as the 76ers. Again, Philly's the 215 area code. The Warriors are originally from Philly. They fell to 21-5. Philly's other area code is 267, and Curry picked up his 267th loss in that game. That's how scripted the NBA is. That's how these seasons are thought out. It's all a perfect script. You know, when you go and watch a movie or a TV show, you understand there's actors who have the talent to play the part, fulfilling the script. It's the same thing in professional sports.
That's 100% correct, obviously. You know, some of the things we see right in front of us are so blatant, but people get distracted by the, the celebrity or the, the fact that this person is on television and they make a substantial amount of money. None of that really means anything in the real world. So, you guys just have to see past the surface and see what's actually going on. And, already only 2-3 minutes into the video, Zach's already made, a bunch of amazing connections with this ritual that happened yesterday with Steph Curry. So, I definitely don't want to make this video too long. I wanted to show you guys just, in a matter of a short period, how many connections there are symbolically to Steph Curry breaking the three-point record, yes, and how much of a ritual it actually was. So for those of you not already familiar with Zach's channel, Gematria Effect Sports, you can head over there to check out the rest of this video. I just wanted to give you guys, just open your eyes up into exactly how crazy that ritual was. And there's definitely more layers to it. But if you want to check out the rest of that video, go on over, click that like button, and definitely leave a comment and leave a positive observation. So enjoy the rest of your night. Salute to everybody. Thank you for joining me. And enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully it's a productive week. And I'm gonna get out of here, man. So take care of yourselves. And once the video goes up, tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the video. Definitely appreciate it. If you can reach out to us on all our social medias. That's Mr.Futures3S. Speaking of the three-point record, that's MrFuturs3S on all social medias. Take care of yourselves. We're going to get out here.